He tries to. I'm sorry, I had to throw that in there. But no, Blaze Pizza is delicious. I didn't know he had anything to do with that, though. I don't know why I would have known that, but that's pretty random. You know what I mean?
I don't know why I know that.
Yeah, that's weird. I mean, not weird that you know it, but that's just weird that he'd be involved in that.
Yeah, he is.
So you think it's an Ohio-based company then? I mean, if he's involved in it, you think they're from like his area in Ohio? Think that's where they originated from?
They originate in. He invested in 2012. Wait.
Because he's from Akron, right? Yeah, he's from Akron.
He is from Akron. Yeah. Now I don't know if no, their Blaze Pizza's headquarters are in California. So. Yeah. I mean, it looks like LeBron is just one of the investors. Yeah. So
that's kind of weird that he's be involved with pizza. You know what I mean?
So number 4 on the Yelp list is That's Amore in Lawrenceville. Huh?
Never heard of it. Never heard of it.
Okay.
Who is doing this?
I know. I don't know where
making this list.
Number 6 is Driftwood Oven.
I can.
7 is Aiello's. 8 is Pastoli's in Squirrel Hill. Another Squirrel Hill one.
Pastoli's. Huh.
Right on Murray Avenue. Interesting. Number 9 is Benny Fierro's. They're on East Carson Street.
I like Benny Fierro's.
And number 10, I'm looking at a picture of a couple of their slices, and the slice is way too big for the paper plates. You got to get 2 paper plates to hold one of these things, which is a beautiful thing.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it.
Exactly.
It's one slice per box, and if you order a pizza, like a whole pizza from there, it is in. Like the box is literally the size of the top of the pizza oven.
You know who we haven't talked about? I think they're coming up now on. No, Vincent's.
I like both I'm a big fan of both locations. I mean, Vinnie Pie's in my top 10, 12 for sure. Especially Forest Hills.
Yeah.
I had Vincent's.
That's the original, right?
Yeah, and then they have Green Tree as well.
Yeah, Vincent is pretty good. I've had the Green Tree location. We had a rehearsal dinner one time, and it was definitely did not disappoint. I'll tell you that. I just like the whole setup, like it's a whole restaurant and type feel to it. You know what I mean? I'm old school. I like the old school pizza shops, but that just has a nice feel to it because you know what I mean. You can sit down, pizzas are decent size.
Ever hear of Spack Brothers in Garfield?
Don't get me started on. I must have called 4 times on separate occasions these jagoffs, and every time nobody answers the friggin' phone.
Oh yeah,
Spack pizza. That just doesn't sound right.
It's another hipster joint in Garfield.
That's what I love about Belisario's is the people that run it. There's this old Italian guy. You could tell it's a family place because nobody else yells at you wouldn't be allowed to yell at anybody like the way he yells, like you yell at your family. And it's him and his family, and you're just you answer the phone, you don't know what's going to happen. And you wait. Sometimes they tell you, oh, it'll be 20 minutes, and it ends up being 2 hours, and you're just waiting there, and it's just and you just stand there and you watch them go crazy, and you watch them just start screaming at each other. This old Italian guy yelling. It's a beautiful thing.
No, what is this place? What is that place called again?
It's in Belisario's.
Palace. Oh, okay. You said that burned down, or
they'll be back soon. I think they'll be back probably.
No staple. It's the best in the north.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, so that place is literally a staple of the North Hills.
Exactly.
I'll be here all week, folks. I'll be here all week.
Okay. Pizza Taglio in East Liberty. That looks like the hipsterest pizza I ever. There's a picture of it, and
I want to say that's like Roman style pizza, and they cut it with, like, they don't use a pizza cutter. Like, you cut it with scissors, and that's what they do. That's how they do in Rome.
They eat it with fork. They eat it with a knife and fork too.
It's it looks like a salad on top of a quesadilla shell. It's a mess.
Yeah,
it's
I
don't know what the hell you call it. That's not pizza.
Yeah,
it's not.
Yeah, and then they have Mercurio's. Then Bottomos on Bottomos. It looks like it's on Federal Street, right? So I guess
that's their newest location. I believe their first location is in Mount Lebo.
Okay.
And that's the second location.
They moved from there to Federal Street.
I think they have both. I think they have both. That's just their second one. I've only had the one on Federal Street.
Pizza Perfecta in Shadyside. I've never heard of that.
God.
I've never heard of that.
College kids have to be hammered in voting on Yelp.
Really?
At 2 a.m. Pizza Perfecta. Yeah. Come on, bro.
Piccolo Forno. Michael's on the south side.
Or they're eating DiGiorno, and they're like, this reminds me of
I didn't even know there were still Pizza Perfectas around. What's next? Pizza Outlet?
I know, really.
Rochelli's or something, you know what I mean? There aren't any pizza outlets left, are there?
There can't.
Well, now they're called Vocelli Pizza.
Oh, okay, Vocelli. Okay. Yeah, there's a Vocelli over here. Actually, I think. Did you ever hear of Pizza Parma?
I did.
It's a hit or miss. I've had good pizza from there, and I've had.
Where are they at? Are they downtown?
Well, there's one over here where I'm at on the west side. That's the only one I've had. But it's I think it's run by a Russian family.
How about the one near PPG, Pizza Milano? Yeah,
I've had that. I actually had that in a different location. I forget where the hell it was though. But I've had pizza. I've had that before. It's pretty good. That's a good spot for it over there too, right there. I like it.
I went there before a Penguin game, and it was just a little too crowded, and I ended up just getting a hoagie. So I haven't had the pizza, but it looked good.
Yeah, pizza's pretty good. There was one somewhere else I had the pizza at. I didn't have that location, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. They I don't know. I have trouble swaying from my local spot over here. Every once in a while I'll order from Doughboys down the rocks or something to switch it up.
In conclusion, if you are anywhere in the like Robinson area or something like that, you're kind of screwed.
Oh, they got Angelia's.
I was just gonna say Angelia's is pretty good.
That place, I'll tell you what, that place is packed every night. You drive by there like 5, 6 at night, the parking lot is freaking filled. It's nuts. I mean, they have pasta and stuff like that, but their pizza is delicious.
They got something called a pig. It's a hoagie with every topping, everything known to man.
Yeah, I've seen that.
It basically looks like a football. It's the greatest thing you'll ever eat.
I've never had one, but I've seen people devour those things like it was.
It's a football of food.
Yeah,
I can't eat. I've eaten one before, and it was such biggest regret of my life. But as I was eating it, it was the most beautiful thing ever.
Oh, your toilet probably hated you the next day too.
Yes.
That's like the region I'm least familiar with, to be honest. Like outside of the rocks, I mean, I don't go west. I mean, I hate that's one of my most hated places to travel is out the Robinson area, just because of the parkway and the traffic.
Oh, I don't like Robinson on like a Saturday morning or something. But other than that, I don't. Yeah, I understand where you're coming from.
I just don't. I haven't really eaten any pizza outside of the Pasquarelli's and Doughboys. I haven't eaten any pizza.
Okay, another one we got to talk about is Caliente. because I I've I don't want to say too much bad about it, but I just didn't have a good experience there. I don't know.
That's lucky that place is top 3 in my neighborhood alone, man. Like it's maybe 2 out of 3 on the block right now.
I had it one time, and I was how do I say this? I was not in my right state of mind, I guess. And it was years ago, so I can't really recall. I just remember that it had the right amount of grease on it. It just kind of kept me from going nuts. I guess.
Mean, it's okay. Like, it's okay. You know, I'll be honest with you. I think Fazio's on Penn Avenue is better than Caliente. I mean, I remember when Caliente opened. I think it's just overrated and living off that whatever that BS truffle pizza and other pizza that they have their claim to fame. We went to Vegas at the National Pizza Convention.
Oh yeah.
I think it's just overrated.
Wait, there's a National Pizza Convention?
Oh, there's a National Pizza Convention every year in Vegas.
Why am I not? No, why am I just hearing about this?
That's it's a very good question.
It's a wonderful excuse to go to Vegas. Like, hey, yeah.
See, I don't gamble or nothing, and I don't have any urge to go to Vegas at all for any reason.
Now you do.
Shoot, do I? Holy cow!
You know what's a good place in Monroeville? Gateway Grill.
I've eaten there, but I've never had their pizza. Like, I've had burgers.
Their pizza's very good. That place is usually crowded like crazy.
Yeah, I've never been there. It's funny. I mentioned at the beginning of this Mars Pizza. I've been working out in Mars. I've been working right off of 228 out there, and we had it the one time, and I'd had it before years ago, but we had it just recently, and it was pretty good. It's just a little far to be traveling for a slice, though. You know what I mean? It was reasonably priced. Wasn't too bad. I don't know. I just like pizza in general. I mean, it's kind of like, even when it's bad.
White pizza. Like, I'm basing all this off of, like, if I walked up and all they had was a plain slice or plain pizza. Like, I'm just basing it off. What if I got something?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So, what about the traditional round one or the square one, the rectangle one where they divide it into a whole bunch of rectangles?
You call it the grandma or the Sicilian?
The Sicilian.
Sicilian, okay.
Sicilian, yeah.
The Sicilian's a little different. I guess that got more mozz on it, but the grandma got like the very little mozz and the splotches of sauce instead of the.
I never heard of a grandma still.
Yeah, I've never heard of grandma either.
I'm blowing your guys' minds right now.
Oh man.
I know this is like an eye opener.
And it's all about the olive oil and special pan with the grandma slice too.
So it's with the pan.
Interesting.
Now what place could I go to?
Yeah, who has a grandma?
Honestly, around here, like, I don't know who does. That's mostly like New York, Connecticut, New Jersey area. I don't know if any. I thought a Pizza Bedamo did, but I don't think they do. I mean, they have a Sicilian, but I think it's more like your standard Sicilian.
Yeah, I love the Sicilian. I don't know. We're fat in our house. We always say we're fat, but we just like as much pizza as possible, so we always get a Sicilian.
I am not picky at all when it comes to pizza. Oh, and what about toppings?
Now,
we didn't even talk about toppings.
I want to shout out Angelo's because they're my favorite Sicilian. Angelo's in Bloomfield.
Okay,
for sure.
That's what I get from, like I said, that's what I get from this place over here, the Portofino Guerrillas, the extra large Sicilian. Another thing about that place over here too is the guy that owns it. He's from Italy. This guy, and
gotta love it.
It just kind of like I don't know. Maybe it's just I don't know what it is, but maybe I don't know. It just kind of seems more pure.
Listen, old man. I remember like when you call and old man Fiore would answer that phone and take your order for pickup or whatever.
Yeah.
Like he could get it wrong a million times, while you're on